In progressive circles, people admire Kamala Harris as the female Obama, as she is smooth, polished, and confident. Besides their resemblance in appearance, Harris does have a close relationship with Barack Obama. She first supported Obama while he was running for the Illinois Senate in 2004. After Obama was elected, he flew out to San Francisco and held a fundraiser for Harris. At that time, Harris was just elected as San Francisco's district attorney and needed to clear out some debt. In 2007, after Obama announced his plans to run for president, Harris and several members of her family campaigned for him. She traveled to several states to voice for Obama, and she was the co-chair of his California campaign. Obama was generous in his compliments to Harris. After he became president, Obama praised her, quote, dedication and brilliance. He also added, she also happens to be by far the best-looking attorney general in the country. And this comment wasn't well received by observers.
Controversial comments by President Obama earlier today at a fundraiser in the peninsula. He said Attorney General Kamala Harris is, quote, by far the best-looking attorney general. As Night Team's Mallory Hoff reports, his words are getting some mixed response.
President Obama's time in Northern California wasn't without controversy.
Mr. President!
At a closed-to-news cameras fundraising event in Atherton, the president commented on State Attorney General Kamala Harris, saying, quote, she's brilliant, she's dedicated, she's tough. She also happens to be by far the best-looking attorney general.
Was the comment benignly sexist? Yes.
As a career prosecutor, first as San Francisco's district attorney, then California Attorney General, Harris gives people the impression that she is an ambitious woman constantly advancing herself by her own strength and determination. But the reality of Harris's rise to power is much more complicated and troublesome than most people would imagine. Her entry into politics began with a date. In 1994, she met Willie Brown. Willie Brown was the second most powerful man in California politics at the time. The two quickly started dating, despite Brown being a married man in his 60s and Harris was 29. In fact, Brown was even older than Harris's father. The two weren't shy about their age gap relationship. This affair was the talk of San Francisco in 1994. Brown quickly put Kamala on the State Unemployment Insurance Appeals Board and later the California Medical Assistance Commission. These two jobs paid her roughly $110K and $99K a year, and both of them were just part-time. Harris's full-time job as county employee had an annual salary of $100K. Brown had given Harris ample access to his extensive network of political supporters, donors, and sponsors. They were seen arm in arm in the most elite circles of San Francisco. In 1995, the two ended their romance but remained friends and strong allies. The split, however, didn't stop Harris from chasing her big political ambitions. Brown was San Francisco's mayor from 1996 to 2004. He possessed the most powerful political machine in Northern California. And Brown is far from a man of integrity. During his tenure, the FBI opened 2 investigations against Brown for corruption, but Brown's political machine managed to get him out of trouble. District Judge Charles Legg's comment on him was, I thought it was only in third world countries that people were forced to pay bribes to get services they're entitled to from their government, but we find it right here in San Francisco. In 2003, Harris decided to challenge Terrence Hallinan's position as San Francisco's district attorney, but she was less known than her opponent. In opinion polls, her support was often in single digits. Again, Brown's machine helped boost her campaign. Brown himself wrote a letter calling wealthy donors and San Francisco elites to give $500 each, which is the maximum contribution amount, to help Kamala win. And she won. As DA, Harris used great discretion in deciding whether or not to prosecute a case. She sometimes did it as a way to pay back Brown's longtime support. Shortly after Willie Brown became the mayor, he appointed Hector Chinchilla as head of the San Francisco Planning Commission. Chinchilla took advantage of his position and illegally profited $200,000 from developers seeking city planning permits from his commission. In 2002, Terrence Hallinan, the San Francisco DA, charged Chinchilla with 7 misdemeanor ethics law violations. But after Harris came into office as DA in 2003, in 8 months, she dropped all corruption charges against Chinchilla. In another case, Ricardo Ramirez, a long-term donor for Willie Brown, ran a concrete company named Pacific Cement. Ramirez was not an ethical businessman. His company was using cheap recycled concrete on major city projects, including the Golden Gate Bridge, parking garages, and light rail. Using recycled concrete would make the construction prone to water penetration and cracking, posing a threat to public safety. Strangely, after the case came to light, Ramirez never faced charges for his fraudulent cement business. It turned out it was Harris who had dropped the case and settled a plea with Ramirez, downgrading the crime from a threat to public safety to an issue of environmental contamination. Ramirez paid $427,000 in fines to avoid jail time.